In this video, we will talk about the most recognizable plant in the entire Plants vs. Zombies series, the Peashooter. Only the most interesting facts that you most likely have never heard before. Let's get started. The Peashooter consists of a headlight bulb with a mouth-shaped opening and black eyes. A green leaf sticks out from the back of the head. The bulb is attached to a stem with 4 green leaves at the base. It attacks by firing 1 pea every second and a half, dealing 20 damage per shot. In Plants vs. Zombies 2, when boosted with plant food, the Peashooter becomes similar to the Gatling pea. In many early images, the Peashooter was mistakenly drawn with the same head leaves as the repeater. And yes, that was an actual beta version of the Peashooter. A Peashooter statuette appears as an Easter egg in Battlefield 4 on the map Dawnbreaker. The Peashooter's description in Plants vs. Zombies Harris contains a reference to the anniversary year of the Plants vs. Zombies series. Sunflower, Peashooter, and walnut are the only plants that change costumes during holiday events in Plants vs. Zombies 2. The Peashooter's appearance shares similarities with Bellsprout from the Pumpkin series, as well as the Deku shrub from The Legend of Zelda. Peashooter and Threepeater are the only plants represented as figures in the Plants vs. Zombies Risk board game. Originally, the Peashooter was supposed to have eyebrow-like leaves, similar to the repeater's leaf eyebrows. When boosted, the 2014 Halloween costume for the Peashooter can still be seen. Its mask remains visible, even though in all other cases costumes disappear. This is how the Peashooter looked in the early game trailer. And this is its beta version. On the loading screen in Plants vs. Zombies All-Stars, the Peashooter has no eyes. This is how it looks in the green shadow skin. I was genuinely surprised that this costume even exists in this game. The Peashooter also appears in the ending credits of Plants vs. Zombies 2. This is a very old Halloween costume for the Peashooter, added in the year the game was released in 2013. In the game files, you can find all sprite sheets for every plant, including the Peashooter. Together they form an interesting mosaic. The Peashooter always appears as the very first plant in every game of the series. Now let's talk about its pros and cons. The first advantage, without exaggeration, is that even though the Peashooter is simple and inexpensive, it is perfect for beginners. You don't need complex tactics or special skills to understand how it works. That alone makes it incredibly valuable. The second advantage is its low cost. In Plants vs. Zombies 2, where one sun is worth 50 units, you only need 2 suns to buy a Peashooter. You don't have to build giant sunflower farms to start defending. In the first game it requires 100 sun for 25 sun pickups. But it is still affordable, since you don't get cheaper offensive plants early on. The Peashooter is simply the perfect starter plant in both the first and second game. In Ancient Egypt and Plants vs. Zombies 2, you basically have no alternatives at the beginning. Only later you unlock Cabbage Pult, Boomerang, and others. Another advantage: the Peashooter can easily defeat a conhead zombie, especially if it begins firing right when the zombie enters the lawn. Heavier zombies, like buckfeds, usually require at least 3 Peashooters, and at the early stages of the game, Peashooters are essential for pushing through the levels. Now for the drawbacks. The first clear downside is low damage. As you progress, you unlock much stronger plants and the old Peashooter starts feeling weak, especially in late world levels, where zombies become much stronger. Using Peashooters there becomes nearly pointless. Another serious disadvantage: like most projectile plants, the Peashooter cannot be used against the Jester zombie in Dark Ages. Not only do peas fail to pierce him, he reflects all projectiles back, damaging your plants. Now let's test something. What happens if we place 20 Peashooters on the lawn, 4 per lane, and see how they perform against Jesters? As you can see, not a single Jester dies from Peashooter shots. The Peashooters simply cannot deal damage in this situation. There's also a theory that putting a Torchwood in front of a Peashooter will allow it to damage Jesters. So let's test that as well. Same level, but with a Torchwood in front of each Peashooter. As we can see, the theory is false. Jesters reflect even the fire Peas. Finally, I want to test something more interesting. I'll place walnuts with aloes behind them for healing, and Peashooters at the very end. Let's see what happens. 10 Peashooters, 5 aloes, 5 walnuts. As you can see, nothing works. Jesters spin, reflect projectiles, and at the same time chew through the walnuts while all returned peas hit them. As you can see, it's a complete fail. That's all I can tell you about the Peashooter. Be sure to share your interesting facts about it in the comments. Good luck, Iverian.